The Honourable Madame Roseira, thank you very, very much for having come to the Institute for Cultural Diplomacy. We're honoured to have you here as a representative of the Portuguese Parliament, also as a representative of Portugal. And we really were inspired by your lecture just now. We'd like to take the opportunity to just ask you a few follow-up questions about the very thought-provoking and inspiring lecture that you gave. My first question is related to women in politics. Here at the ICD, we are currently running a research project under our human rights program on discrimination against women and lack of women in governance. We aim to make the connection between ongoing discrimination and as a result of insufficient representation by women for women's rights. Firstly, could you please comment on this issue, as we would very much like to know your opinion as a woman who's involved in politics?
Yes, I'm a woman involved in politics, and I was Minister for Equality. And as minister, I proposed a law in the parliament in order to give a minimum percentage of presence to each gender in politics. And first the law was rejected, but afterwards, as parliamentarian, I had the opportunity to present it again, like a project of law. It was approved. First, the President of the Republic, the one now sitting, rejected the law, but we made some alterations and some adjustments, and then it was accepted. And now in Portugal we have 1/3 at least of each gender in the lists for political tasks, political ones for local governments, for central governments. We don't have for parliamentarians. We don't have that for governments, but perhaps now we will introduce the new project of directive that UE is building about the presence of women in the enterprises, in the board of enterprises, and we are very much aware of the importance of that. And I myself, of course, I am known as the woman who put the women in the agenda.
Okay, thank you. Secondly, what has your experience been in terms of making it in the political arena and in what is predominantly a man's world? And what would your advice be to young women with ambitions to enter politics?
I think that it's very, very important to put people thinking, not only women, but everybody thinking that it is very important to participate in politics. I think the great danger of this century is because politicians are not answering to the needs of population, and you see more and more abstention in the elections. So I think it's very important through the youth organizations to make some brainstorming and to create an environment of how to attract people to the political agenda, and to be member of parliaments and of local councils and everything that makes policy. And so I think that we are all called for that. It's a problem we have for our democratic governments, how to emphasize and to attain the participation of more and more people.
Maybe if I can just ask the final question, as a question I'm sure you've gotten many times before. But as we look at Portugal over, let's say, the next 5 to 10 years, how do you see the future of Portugal, in particular regarding the financial crisis? In the sense, what is the path forward? What do you expect, let's say, in the next 10 years?
Of course, we are very much concerned with the program, because I think the program is going too fast, and they are pushing. The program is pushing us very strongly, and as a former Minister of Health, I know that we cannot put someone with good health when it's seriously ill only because we push it. We have to adopt the recipe to the illness, and I think if we can attain that, we'll come out of this difficult situation, of course, because we are very strong. We are we have a difficult history, so we made a lot of sacrifice all along our history, and of course we want to overpass this crisis. And we think that we are going to achieve if the supporters will understand our own specificity, our illness, and they decide to take care of us according to our illness and not according to an abstract program.
Excellent. Well, thank you very, very much for taking the time also to respond to a few questions.
And thank you very much for the invitation.
We look forward to continuing the collaboration.
Yes, of course. It would be very interesting and very profitable for me also. Thank you for your work.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.